Yan, we're live. Yay! Okay na.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Ayan. Hello,
Musta
good
kayo?
evening. Kumusta? Maraming salamat sa mga bumili ng libro namin sa
Good
MIBF.
evening, Cindy.
Okay. So,
Tapos
nakakatuwa
na
yung
ba ang
ating magiging.
MIBF?
It's still ongoing and actually may mga rumors na
Okay.
baka magtagal ang MIBF hanggang
Ako ma-extend.
January. Oo, it's online na siya for the first time ever dahil nga pandemic. But
Nice,
I think
nice.
it's better, mas accessible yung mga libro, mas tipid, 'di ba? And mas
Mm-mm.
safe.
Yeah.
Mm. 'Yun.
Nasa bidap
Okay.
ka ba tomorrow, no? Yeah. May bidap pa yata.
Nako, hindi. Kasi nakafocus lang
Ah,
kami sa Indie Collab PH.
MIBF.
Mm.
Okay.
'Yun. Ikaw ba?
Ah, wala.
Ikaw ba?
Home decoration talaga ako, home restoration. Yun na,
O
personal,
after
ano
ng
talaga. After this na makapag ayos-ayos ng kagamitan, mga books, yan.
Nakita ko nga yung mga pinost mo ng mga bagong hindi naman siya bago 'no, pero maraming mga books.
Yes, at marami doon
Yes.
ang nagpo-fall under our topic for tonight. Mga ilan-ngilan, hindi
Yes.
naman marami, mga ilan-ngilan.
Oo, nakakatuwa 'tong speculative fiction actually, when hindi siya masyadong name-mention, yung speculative fiction compared to, the other genres, pero you'll be surprised that maybe you're already writing or you've already read this kind of genre before,
Yeah,
'di ba? Oh, sige.
yeah.
Kay Teacher Chris,
I agree.
ikaw na.
Um,
What do you think about speculative fiction?
ano, yung sa, well, ano siya, it's a really unique type of literary genre kasi may elements of fantasy, may horror. Alam ko ano siya eh. If I'm not mistaken, umbrella siya. Nandyan yung mga, tama ba ako? Siya yung umbrella,
Mm.
tapos may sci-fi.
Ayan, nawawala ng konti ang ating Wi-Fi connection. Hello? Ayan, Chris, nawala ka ng konti. Sorry, yes. So speculative fiction is an umbrella of different genres. Okay.
Hello, Cindy, are you there?
Oo, I'm still here.
Ako nawala si Cindy.
Nawala tayong pareho. Hindi ko alam ano nangyari. Okay.
Cindy, are you
Ayan.
there? Nawala yata yung
Yes.
connection.
Yes. Still here. Still here. Hello? Hello, Chris? Okay,
Cindy?
so oops. Okay, let
Hello?
us just figure this out, guys. Ayan, nawala na ng tuluyan si Chris. Yeah, okay, to talk about speculative fiction, no? So, gusto ko lang idagdag yung mga sinabi ni Chris kanina, kung ano ba yun. Speculative fiction is an umbrella of different genres. So, it covers horror, science fiction, fantasy, historical. So, if you find more than, ayan, Chris, come in.
Wala ako.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay,
Okay
okay.
lang. Yan. I was just telling them kung ano yung mga nasa umbrella ng
Mhm,
speculative
mhm,
fiction like
mhm.
horror,
Yeah.
historical, and also science fiction, fantasy.
Yeah.
If there's more than one element or more than one genre, siguro like we can call that speculative fiction already.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Kasi
Ayan.
yata ano eh, yung mga, hindi ako sure, pero yung mga steampunk, pero baka masyado ng specific din yung steampunk eh. Pero merong mga
Mm-mm.
speculative fiction din na alam ko may characters na steampunk parang ganyan. Basta sa mga
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
nababasa ko naman, oh no, nawala ko. Sa mga nababasa ko na uh, stories na speculative fic, I noticed that they are Yun yung a mix of horror, a mix of fantasy, may realistic, may halong parang akala mo set in the real world, pero meron din siyang biglang fantastical element, parang gano'n.
Oo, totoo. May mga
Yun.
like
Delayed ba
dystopian
yung ano ko?
features. Hindi naman, ayos
Nade-delay ba
lang,
yung
ayos
aking
lang.
may ano, yung sound?
Okay lang. I think meron lang konting delay pag dumadating sa akin, but klaro naman yung explanation. So, siguro let's give examples. Let's give some examples of our favorite speculative fiction. So, yung mga
Mhm.
pinaka-popular, I would say yung Hunger Games, 'di ba? May pagka-futuristic science fiction fantasy siya. So, Hunger Games is one example. Ano ba? Harry Potter, I would say it's also a type of speculative fiction kasi fantasy and horror, these two elements to get all together. So, ano ba? May at saka yung mga like works by Margaret Atwood. Ikaw ba, Chris? I think there are also a lot of speculative fiction writers sa Philippines, 'di ba?
Atwood, yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
Sa Philippines, ang mga alam ko nagsusulat ng speculative fiction, yung
Mhm.
mag-asawang Alfar, si
Mhm.
Dean Alfar, and si Nikki Alfar,
Mhm.
then sina Kate Osillas, Alex Osillas, and then Eliza Victoria also writes speculative fiction. Maraming iba
Mhm.
eh. Gabriela Lee also writes speculative fiction. There's excuse me, parang hindi siya gano'n kakonti. It's fairly a common already, a common literary genre
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
the Philippines. May mga anthologies na tayo ng spec fic dito rin eh.
That's true. That's true. Ang mga features ng speculative fiction is hindi siya it's a very unpredictable genre, 'di ba? Kasi like it
Yeah,
would be something that you haven't heard
nag-evolve.
before. Oo, nag-evolve siya.
Yeah.
So hindi porket like it would stick to one genre, like for example, horror genre. So ang nangyayari niyan, parang iisa lang yung nagiging takbo ng story. But when you talk about speculative fiction, ang nangyayari ay uh, biglang may papasok na ibang element na like you wouldn't see it coming. So, yun yung gusto ko
Mhm.
sa speculative fiction. And I also, ikaw ba, nagsulat ka na ba nito? Nakapagsulat ka na ba ng speculative fiction?
I tried for an anthology but it was rejected. It was
Bakit?
rejected kasi for ano, may mga maraming butas yung narrative ko eh. So, okay
Mm-mm-mm.
lang din naman. It was in 2015 yata. Meron
Mm-hmm.
akong mga nabasa na gustong-gusto ko like um ano nga ba 'to, kay Dean Alfar.
Mm-hmm.
Yung
Mm-hmm.
mga streets, national highways sa Philippines ay buhay. They have para silang tao. Like EDSA
Right.
is a person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, ano yung Katipunan Avenue is a person. Parang kanya, may mga kanya-kanya silang
Mm-mm.
kwento. So,
Right.
when you're writing speculative fiction, ang napansin ko sa mga authors niyan, highly imaginative din sila. Sobrang
Very.
kung ang dami nilang naisip na ideas.
Oo, totoo yan. And talagang ano, there will be different layers din in or on the story, 'di ba? Marami siyang layers and
Oo.
I think writing speculative fiction, kailangan mo talagang mag-world building ng todo. Alam mo yun, like world building
That's true.
to the very
Yeah.
detail. Parang sabi mo nga, like everything about it, it has to be well thought out, well designed. Kasi kahit speculative fiction yan, but kahit magpasok ka ng kung ano-ano mga elements dyan, kailangan may buhay sila or kailangan meron silang sense in a way. Like, it should make sense to the reader pa rin, kahit papano. Okay, so Hello, Chris. Medyo nawawala si Chris, pero basahin ko na lang din yung comment ni Sir Ron. Oh, by the way, Sir Ron's book, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, is available sa Manila International Book Fair, which is now happening virtually. So just go to manilabookfair.com and search for Eight Letters Books. Okay, so sabi ni Sir Ron, I love speculative fiction kasi my freedom to explore alternative realities. Example, we can put forth different history result like Inglorious Bastards, Hitler died there sa cinema, and World War II was cut short. Ah, grabe. Maganda, magandang theme yung historical, like if you put historical and speculative fiction together, lalo na yung mga elements like Hitler elements, things like that. Like you can twist all of these elements as to what you want. But as I mentioned earlier, kailangan pa rin na it would make sense the story. So, yes, that's true, Sir Ron. May book po ba kayo na ano, like can you recommend the book about this? I think for you to write speculative fiction, kailangan mo rin gumawa ng research. Mag-research, maybe watch a documentary, and then you can add your elements into it. Because I've been studying some historical documentaries din naman. Okay, so hindi na bumalik si Chris. Nasaan na si Chris? So guys, while we're waiting for Chris, if you're new to this live show of Eight Letters, this is where we usually talk about writer stuff. Medyo hindi lang namin nagawa yung last Wednesday dahil we've been busy with the Manila International Book Fair. Okay, maybe while waiting. Oh, okay, Chris is back.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Okay, binabasa ko lang yung comment ni Sir Ron
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
about yun nga kailangan mong manood somehow ng mga documentaries, 'di ba? Documentaries if you want to incorporate historical stuff, you have to do your research.
I think speculative fiction is the heart of fiction itself because it from the word speculative, 'di ba? It makes you think of possibilities. Tama 'yan yung sinasabi ni Ron na alternative realities like what ifs, no? What if naalala ko tuloy yung RC Cola, RC Cola ad. What if ang mga
What
tao
about
pala pa, wala lang. I mean, um, what if lahat pala ng tao merong tinatago soft drinks sa ulo nila. Alam mo yon parang naisip ko siya. Siguro kung ginawa siyang ano, ginawa mo siyang storya, papasok siya sa ano eh, sa speculative fiction. Parang ganon. Na yung hindi mo alam, yung mga kasama mong tao, may mga bote pala ng soft drink sa
bago bang
ano.
commercial 'yan? Bagong commercial ba 'yan? Mga hindi nanonood ng TV eh. Hindi ko pa siya napapanood. But yeah, yeah, that would be interesting. Like
Ayun.
if oo, that would be interesting kapag ano, kung may tinatago ka nga namang bote
Hello,
sa
Sins.
ano. Okay. Hi, Chris. I'm still here.
Nag-freeze kaya yata or
Ayan.
something.
Oo nga eh. Ang hirap talaga pag nasa bundok. Hello? Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, while we're waiting for... Ang hirap talaga pag, yun nga, pag nasa bundok and may mga
So
technical
anyway, what I like
problems.
about speculative fiction aside from it makes you explore nga the what ifs, the answers to these questions. Ang lawak nung pwede mong galawan na para ang lawak ng playground because yeah,
Oo, that's true. Siguro magbigay pa tayo ng mga examples ng speculative fiction. Oh, I think si
mhm.
Sir Ron, nagbigay na siya ng example. 1984 by George Orwell is a dystopian social science speculative fiction. Yan ang isang book na pwede nating basahin. It's in my it's in my library actually. Pero oh my god, unfortunately, hindi ko pa siya nababasa. Ikaw ba, Chris?
Ano yun, Sins?
I mean, yung adding to what Sir Ron said, 1984 by George
Parang
Orwell.
may Ah,
Be-
so from my end,
speculative,
ano ka, ayan, yan, yan,
oh,
okay, okay.
yan, speculative fiction din tong ating live
Ah,
today, ano.
ano lang yun? Not sure sa YouTube ko lang nakita yung ad na yun eh.
Mhm. Okay, okay. I think masyadong delayed yung information na dumating kay Chris. So, okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, I think nawawala pa rin si Chris. Okay, but anyway, how do you write a speculative fiction? Okay. Okay, later. Okay, how do you write a speculative fiction? So, as we've mentioned, it's a combination of fantasy, science fiction, and things like that, right? So, pwede mong pasukan ng classic fantasy, sci-fi. So, basically, basically, you have to think about the characters themselves, and then, okay, hold on. Okay, mag-isa na naman ako. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Sa mga bagong manonood natin ngayon, kasama ko talaga si Chris dito, but actually, there's some problem with her internet connection. Okay, I'll continue anyway. I'll continue blabbering anyway. So, okay, how do you write speculative fiction? So, we've already defined that. It's a combination of sci-fi, historical, fantasy, things like that. And for you to write a successful, or how to say, speculative fiction, first of all, okay, ito yung like from some previous research. Okay, I'll just share it with you. First, you'll take an idea from current society. Okay, maybe you can think about from which country. Maybe it can be from the Philippines, or it can be from Hong Kong, like yung current society situation ng Hong Kong, diba? Like, or China. Make it real by adding up these elements. Okay, maybe you can go back to, say, for example, World War II, Hitler stuff, or let's say, ano ba yun? Like World War One. Yeah, that could be an example. Or maybe the Cold War, diba? So take this idea, the current society, and then you can strengthen the cause and effect muscles of these elements. Okay, I think babalik na si Chris. Okay. Hi, Chris.
Hello, hello.
Ayan,
Ay,
yan.
sorry. Yan.
Okay lang. So, I was just telling them how to write, or I'm trying to give tips to on how to write speculative fiction. So the first one is take an idea from a current society, and then number two, strengthen the cause and effect muscles of the society, and then yeah, you'll have to do a lot of research kasi nga everything has to support the concept
Oo.
that you're trying to build.
Right.
And the next one would be developing a strong visual language. And when you create a world kasi, like, you have to stick to your own rules.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think, Chris, you can answer this question. No,
Alin.
we have a question. Can you mix in dystopian elements to speculative fiction?
I think oo. Kasi may
Oh.
nakikita na akong gumagawa diyan na hindi ko masabing yeah, oo, dystopic. Hindi ko siya masabing totally dystopic, pero futuristic na rin siya eh. So, pwede
Mhm.
naman. I guess,
Mhm.
ang pwede kong ma-input dyan ay kahit pa-historical siya, kahit pa-futuristic siya, kailangan lahat ng ilagay pa rin dyan ay plausible pa rin sa mundo natin. Alam mo yun,
Mhm.
not because we're given the freedom na i-explore lahat to, may tinatawag pa rin na science
Mhm.
na
True.
kailangan posible siyang mangyari pa talaga. Hindi siya basta-basta lahat pwedeng lumipad yung ganito. May physics pa rin na mga bagay-bagay. Yun yung,
Mhm.
nakalimutan ko sinasabi sa akin, but I think ano yata yun? Time travel something?
Mhm.
Time
Mhm.
travel
Right.
stories, sabi niya, hindi ka basta-basta pwede mag-time travel stories ng hindi mo naaral yung formula or hindi mo na naisip ng tama yung science niyan. Kailangan aralin mo yung
Mhm.
science.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, I guess,
Right.
applicable siya sa spec-fic din.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gusto ko talagang, like, okay, going back to my example, 'di ba, yung kay Margaret Atwood.
Mm.
Yung
Mm.
mga sinabi kong tips kanina sa kanya yun galing, like strengthening the
Mhm.
idea,
Mm.
making the research, and like she also mentioned that you have to develop a strong visual language. 'Di ba? When she was writing this, The Handmaid's Tale, like she drew a lot of historical references.
Dystopian yun.
Oh,
Yeah.
dystopian yun. Yeah, yeah, dystopian.
Yeah.
So it is a considered to be a speculative fiction. And
Mm.
grabe yung mga um yung mga elements noon. I won't give away.
Mm.
Pero yeah, grabe yung mga elements noon. And I would
Ako
recommend
di ko pa
you.
nabasa.
Mm.
Hindi ko pa nabasa pero ang dami kong Margaret Atwood sa bahay.
Oo, ako din. Kumpleto ko yung ano niya, kumpleto ko yung mga books niya. Pero, nako, the struggle
Ah,
is real.
merong isa na
Mm.
yung likod pa lang nabasa ko eh. Ang kapal kasi na book.
Mm.
I forgot the title but
Mhm.
parang may namatay siyang mother-in-law yata or
Mhm.
namatay yung mother niya. What if
Mhm.
the dead comes back to life as if wala nangyari? Nagising ka na buhay siya ulit. Hindi siya nag-resurrect from the dead as in parang walang kamatayan nangyari. So yun, parang example siya ng speculative fiction. Hindi naman siya pwedeng mangyari pero you never
Mm.
know in the future, 'di ba?
Mm.
Kasi 'di ba may
Mm.
tinatawag tayo na parang illusion yung mga bagay-bagay, time is an illusion, death is an illusion. May mga ganyang mga
Mm.
theory-theory eh. So, yun yung palagay kong ine-explore sa ibang stories. What if
Mhm.
yung nakikita mo illusion lang yan?
Right.
Yung tao
Oo.
illusion, meron na talagang ganyang theory sa what is this? Sa Hindu.
Mhm.
I won't elaborate, but I'll just give the in a nutshell. Like
Mm.
the Hindus believe that suffering is an illusion, so you can just make that para expound on it that whatever you feel, whatever you
Mhm.
see is an illusion. So what is the real thing? Yun, I think
Oo. Oops. Okay. Nawala ulit si Chris. Very
is it a
interesting
good
pa
book?
naman yung
I
Okay,
think
sorry.
kasi ang daming may
Go
gusto
ahead.
niya. Pero hindi ko pa nabasa, but I've heard really good reviews and there's series yata or a movie about it.
True. And it's a banned book. Na-banned siya.
Ah, yeah, really?
Dahil, like, for some reasons, like, may mga, like, okay,
Hmm.
as I've read, okay, there are some sexually explicit and violently graphic and morally
Yeah.
corrupt stuff in it.
Allegorical din yata yan eh. Allegorical din
Mm-mm.
yata yung Handmaid's Tale kasi it shows how, yun nga, corrupt some
Mm-mm.
governments are. Parang
Mm-hmm.
ano to, parang Hunger Games, ay parang may,
Mm-hmm.
may ganun siyang feel.
Right.
Yun.
Pero bakit yung Hunger Games? Pero bakit yung Hunger Games hindi naman siya banned? Pero siguro kasi yung elements ng Hunger Games, like they made it parang mas
Dali-
more approachable. Yung Hunger Games. Kasi it
Oo,
also, 'di ba,
oo,
parang
oo.
pinakita rin naman kung gaano ka-corrupt yung system. Pero like grabe, nowadays there's
Mm,
so
mm,
many inspiration you can draw from to write speculative fiction. Like for example, I'm currently writing one that involves a virus, and then ano siya, like 22nd century na
mm,
yung era, like so it's futuristic, and then
mm,
yeah, I'm just trying to finish it kasi it's for a client, but I'm trying to do a lot of research out of it. Kung hindi dahil siguro dito sa sinusulat ko, wala akong masasabi dito sa speculative fiction. But
mm,
yeah, being, writing here at Eight Letters, like we've got to be versatile writers,
mm.
and
I
we have
agree.
to keep
Oo.
on pouring ideas. But wala kang masusulat kung wala kang inspiration. So yeah, take the time to inhale. Take your
Yeah.
time to inhale. Yeah. Ayun.
And
Okay.
I guess
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to learn more about speculative fiction, you start with those na rin and pinablish sa Philippines. Yun nga yung sila Osias, Kate Osias,
Mm-hmm.
The Alphars, E.K. Gonzalez, I think, writes a lot of speculative fiction. Um, maybe we could, meron ba tayong ganito sa blog? Maybe we could have a list of these speculative fiction anthologies or works
Mm-hmm.
sa blog so that
Right.
you know where to start. Yan.
Yes, yes, we can. And
Ganun lang din naman kami
also,
mag, ano, ako, ganun lang
pwede
ako
nating,
nagsistart. Babasahin ko yung kanila so I could learn.
mhm. Pwede natin nung maging topic sa Eight Letters Discourse sa December
Yeah, 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 yes.
version. Yeah, speculative
Yes.
fiction.
Yay!
Mhm. Yes, mag-open na kami ulit. And so, the next batch, it's open for the next batch. So, all you have to do is send us the first chapter of the book or the story that you're trying to write, and then
Or you're
we'll talk
working
about
on.
it. Or you're working on, and then yeah, I think we can talk about this, like the um character setting, the plot, things like that, like the usual Eight Letters Discourse. It usually happens
Yeah.
every Sunday,
Mm.
for about an hour or
Sunday.
so. Yes, so
Yeah.
please do submit. Please submit your the first chapter. Kahit first paragraph lang, marami na kami
And
makikita
support
dyan.
Indie Collab PH and the books from Eight
Mm-mm.
Letters. There are a lot na
Mm-hmm.
nasa MIBF pa.
Yes, yes. So it just go to manilabookfair.com. So marami kaming indie books dyan. Pati yung mga
Mhm.
na-produce ng Eight Letters Discourse, like si Lloyd and also si
Meron
Mayumi.
bang seminars?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yun. Okay. So,
Do you have
still,
an upcoming seminar on writing?
uh, meron lang kaming mga workshops. Yeah, workshops. It's posted on our Facebook page. Like Indie Publishing the Right Way. What else? Indie Publishing the Right Way. Meron kaming like writing short
Wala na naman ako,
stories.
girl.
Di, okay lang. Like, we still have 2 minutes left. So I think we'll leave it at as it is. If you have like questions for speculative fiction, just let us know.
Hello?
Just, ayun, ang hirap, ang hirap. Speculative fiction din ang ating connection. But yes, that will be all. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. Bye.